Yo guys, I'm Rich. Hope you're all staying safe during the holiday seasons. We're in a different location today. Don't worry about it. I'm home for break, so, I don't have my desk set up with me. Anyways, I got a little something special here for you today. It's the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. This is a very budget-friendly tablet aimed for those who want a device that's good enough to browse the web and watch some videos, maybe play a few simple games here. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my full and honest review about it. So without further ado, let's talk about it. Let's start off with the design. I think it's pretty nice. The size is perfect for a casual tablet. The shell outside feels very sturdy and clean. As you can see, the Samsung logo is neatly printed on the back. All of the buttons like the power and volume rockers are on the right side as well. In my opinion, they feel a little too firm, nothing too crazy. They could use slightly more travel just to be more comfortable, but going towards the bottom is the headphone and speaker / mic, as well as a USB charging port that sits slightly off the edge of the tablet. Now, there's a SIM card port on the other side so you can add a carrier service to the device. Personal preference, totally up to you. Overall, the build quality is generally good. It's also light, coming in at 0.81 pounds, so it's not even a single pound yet, or 36 kilograms. And going to the front of where the display is at, let me just start off. It's not the greatest. The A7 Lite's 8.7 inch screen is rocking a 1340 by 800p resolution screen. It looks fine in most situations though, but in bright light I kind of find myself staring at a reflection of myself more than I would have hoped. Yeah, the brightness isn't that high either. It only gets up to around 328 nits, I believe. That's something to look out for too. So if you're gonna bring this tablet outside, you're gonna have to stand under a shade or something like that. But going back to the resolution, when you really get close to the screen, you can start to see the pixels. Yeah, so the low resolution screen is not my favorite thing, but I understand that this is a $150-some budget tablet. I think at the time of this recording, you can actually pick this tablet up for around like 59 bucks, which is a crazy deal. But one thing I will say about this device is that the colors are pretty vibrant on this device. Watching movies or videos on something say like Netflix or YouTube looks really good. I kind of dig it. The higher contrast on this screen definitely does make up for a low resolution display. It makes for things watching enjoyable. It gives them some vibrancy in life. Performance. Now, there's not too much to talk about this. The MediaTek CPU powering this device is not, how would you call it, like powerhouse in any way. Opening and exiting out of apps aren't the fastest. I didn't realize how good I had it. Just my pet peeve, it's a little bit slow. The display sometimes doesn't always catch on to my fingers. You can see right here, like I'm trying to click on an app, but it's not registering. Maybe I have to press a little harder if that's the case. That's probably due to the tracking of the device or the CPU, who knows. But even when I'm browsing the web or watching videos, it does take just a teeny tiny bit of time to load some basic apps. I just wish they could put more of a powerful processor in here. This device does come with 4 gigabytes of RAM, so it does help make the experience of playing games a little bit doable. As you can see here, Cut the Rope runs perfectly fine. You can give this to your kid or someone to pass time. But when you get to games like COD Mobile or Fortnite, that's a little heavier for that matter. The frame rate wouldn't be enjoyable when the tablet starts to heat up faster than I expected, so you can't run the most intense games on this, just so you know. I would only stick to maybe web browsing or watching videos. And as far as the camera, the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite 2 megapixel front-facing camera and 8 megapixel rear camera are good enough to get you through video calls and the occasional photo op without too much of an embarrassment. But in my experience, it's pretty bad. Here's some photos I took. I really wouldn't bother using this camera at all. I mean, I would just use my smartphone at this point, but hey, the camera is still there to take pictures of whatever you may need it for. I will say though that the portrait mode on this device kind of surprised me. It actually does a pretty good job, as you can see here, but camera, nah, not for me. All right, let's talk about the battery now. One of the few areas that A7 Lite does really well in is its battery life. It actually has a pretty long battery due to the low power usage coming from the processor. I can leave it out for a few days without having to charge it. More specifically, the battery can last up to an average of 9 to 12 hours to my test. Of course, if you play games more often, the battery could deplete even faster, but I did a combination of just watching videos, playing some games, and mostly surfing the web on the A7 Lite. So it works well for me. I mean, this thing just lives and lives and lives on. All in all, the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite is probably your most basic tablet yet. It does the job of providing an Android tablet experience at a budget price without looking like a toy. The design I like a lot. It actually looks a lot more powerful than it should be. I honestly use this more for watching YouTube videos and surfing the web than I do using it for social media or playing games. Like I said, I think this tablet is just good enough for somebody who wants to search the web, who wants to watch videos or Netflix on the couch or sofa, that doesn't want to spend like a couple $100s on an iPad or the higher end Samsung tablets. Just don't expect it to blow you away with any crazy features or super fast performance, because it's not that. All in all, that's my review of the Samsung Galaxy A7 Tab Lite. Let me know what you think. Do you like this tablet? Do you have one yourself? Are you looking at getting one? Leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'll be sure to reply to each and every one of you guys. So with that being said, that's all I have. Until the next video, I'll see you guys then.